Trump is about to sign the bill to release the Epstein files. Every single House member except one voted to do it. The Senate unanimously confirmed it. And he's definitely got nothing to hide. Okay? Listen to this timeline. February 21st, Pam Bondi says the Epstein client list is on my desk and Trump has ordered her to review it. By July 7th, the DOJ releases a memo saying there's no client list.
Good morning, Patriots. It is definitely wild times in which we are living. For months, we have heard the Democrats scream about the Epstein list and Donald Trump. They have made speculations, assumptions, and conjectures with zero evidence. Over the weekend, the president called upon Republicans to vote to release the Epstein files. Of course, this still is not enough to please the Democrats. Never before have I seen a man so hated, and all he wants is what is best for the United States of America and her citizens. It is truly shameful what the Democratic Party has become, but I am glad to be on this side of history. When everything is revealed and comes out, I will be so glad I did not turn my back on this president. I believe in the president. I believe in his vision for America. I hope you guys all have an amazing Monday. God bless each of you.
Hi guys, welcome back again to the YouTube channel. It's so good to have you. Thank you so much for clicking when you saw this video. So a lot of people, Americans, are reacting to Trump saying that the House Republicans should vote to release the file. So a lot of them are now reacting to it, and to them it's actually very shocking, and so many people are negatively reacting to it and was yeah, are you sure there's nothing that been done and all of that? Well, so many people have a lot to say. I'm just going to let the rest of the videos roll, and credit to our creators on this video. Please do well to let me know what your own take are in the comments, and please do well to like and subscribe. So let's jump right in, then I'll come back with more commentary. Let's go watch.
Trump is about to sign the bill to release the Epstein files. Every single House member except one voted to do it. The Senate unanimously confirmed it, and he's definitely got nothing to hide. Okay? Listen to this timeline. February 21st, Pam Bondi says the Epstein client list is on my desk and Trump has ordered her to review it. By July 7th, the DOJ releases a memo saying there's no client list. Okay. There's no blackmail ring. There's nothing to charge any additional people with, and we're getting ready to close the case. By July 12th, Donald Trump tells his base to stop talking about Epstein. July 16th, Donald Trump says that the whole thing is a big hoax and a, quote, Democrat hoax. And then going into late July, he says the Epstein obsession is, quote, bullshit. MAGA supporters who are talking about it are, quote, weaklings. And he repeats that it's a Democrat hoax and actually suggests that there are no files. The files don't exist. By August and September of this year, the DOJ has completely closed its case. They're like, there's nothing more to investigate. Then earlier this month, the DOJ reopens their case after these emails come out from the Oversight Committee. They're like, we're going to go investigate Democrats now. And all of a sudden, Donald Trump is like, why don't we just release the files? All the Republicans should vote to release the files. I'll sign the bill right now. And he's about to sign the bill. It's not suspicious at all. He has nothing to hide. This is a totally reasonable, totally logical timeline. Right.
Of all the things that this man has ever said, this is actually the most surprising to me. Yes, he said shocking, terrible, horrific things and done shocking, terrible, horrific things, but it all seems so in character. But taking to Truth Social to say House Republicans go ahead and vote to release those files has never been on my bingo card. So let's talk about some theories. Number one, Pam Bondi has already successfully scrubbed the files. His name is gone and it's been replaced only with Democrats. Theory number two, Pam Bondi's reopened this investigation that he ordered her to reopen. And now it looks like he's trying to be transparent and she can just say, well, sorry, Mr. President, we're investigating this again. So we can't be as transparent as you would like us to be. Theory number three, he's trying to get out in front of the House vote because he knows he's going to get walloped in that. And so he's trying to make it sound like it was his idea the whole time because maybe he knows something about the Senate vote that we don't yet know. Theory number four is that he's actually lost his damn mind and forgot everything that he's done that is in those files. Or theory number five, he did all of it. He knows what's in it. None of it has been tampered with. The vote is going to pass with flying colors, and he's just banking that he will not be held accountable for all of it. Any of those theories, bonkers.
Okay, so today Trump says, or last night or whatever, that he wants the Republicans in the House and the Senate, he wants them all to vote to release the Epstein files. Oh, it's just so noble of him. Well, I mean, he's had like how long to say that? But here's the best. He doesn't need them to vote for it. He can have them released. He could have done it weeks ago, months ago. He didn't. You know why he's saying this now? Because he knows the Republicans are going to vote to have the Epstein files released. So he wants to get ahead of it and say, see, I told them to release it. See? And it gets worse. Remember how he told Pam Bondi and the Justice Department to open an investigation into, high-level Democrats and whatnot and see what their connection was to the Epstein files? Yeah. So when everybody finally agrees and says, yeah, let's release the Epstein files, the Department of Justice is going to say, We have an ongoing investigation, so we can't do that right now. Gee, wasn't that clever of them? So this is a message to the House, to the Congress. You guys better put something in there that says, even if there's an investigation going on, we want the full copy of the files released for the general public, for everybody. Quit these games. The whole thing is a joke. Oh yeah, I want them to release the files. No, you don't, and they're going to be heavily redacted. Nice try, nice try. As I said, you don't even need a vote. He could literally say today, release those files. So he's putting it on everyone, and he's trying to make himself look good. And we all know what he's really doing.
It's pretty obvious what Donald Trump is about to do on the Epstein files, and I just hope that people are ready to call it out. So the Epstein files bill has passed the House. It also just passed the Senate with unanimous consent, meaning every single senator voted in favor of it, and the White House is saying that Donald Trump will sign the bill as soon as it hits his desk, which could be tonight, theoretically. But here's what Donald Trump is going to do to protect himself, because we know that he doesn't want these files out. The bill says, and I quote, "The Attorney General may withhold or redact any material that would jeopardize an active investigation or national security." You can see where I'm going with this. Donald Trump is going to claim some of these documents relating to him will jeopardize national security or are part of the ongoing investigations that he just ordered the other day into Democrats, and we're probably never going to see those files. I don't want to be pessimistic about this. I hope we do, but I just know Donald Trump is a con man, and he'll do whatever it takes to protect himself. So we have to be ready to keep the pressure on the Trump admin and the Republicans, because I'm pretty confident that whatever the public eventually sees will probably not be all of it.
Breaking news is the Senate just voted unanimously to release the Epstein files. This comes after the House voted 427-1. Thanks a lot to the SOP who held out on the one vote. But looks like pretty much unanimously, this is going to Trump's desk. So what comes next after this goes to Trump's desk? There's been a lot of speculation that because he opened up the investigation into Democrats, that this is now an ongoing investigation and that the files are not going to be released because that would compromise the, sham investigation that they're opening. We heard it was a hoax. We heard it wasn't anything. We heard now there's another investigation. Like, all these things are stunts from Trump. And he said, go ahead and vote Republicans to release it. That's because he'd lost total control. And now it sits on his desk. And the question is, where do we go from here and what happens? I've heard a lot of different opinions. I've heard that this is going to be so heavily redacted and Republican names are going to be removed and it's not going to lead to anything. And I've heard that they're going to force this. Is going to be veto proof. He's going to have to push it through. What's he going to do? Like, this is now at Donald Trump's desk. This is the moment that we have been waiting for, and the Senate unanimously voted, and the House essentially did as well. Everything has come crashing down as Republicans have realized Trump is an absolute lame duck president, and they have no reason to tie their fortune to his falling stars. So we could be seeing something very, very soon. We'll just have to keep tuned in and find out.
So everyone is actually talking about this whole Epstein list and Trump saying that they should release it, and the House Republicans voted, and the House, in fact, every one of them voted to pass the bill, I think, except one person or thereabout. Now, everyone is now like suspicious about the whole unity, the whole uniformity of all of them coming together to vote against the, to vote for, the Epstein list to be passed. These were the same people who said it was a Democrat hoax and saying that it didn't exist and all of that. And, all of a sudden, this whole file and this whole list that they said everyone should forget about, okay, is not something that they all came together and said, let's just pass it. Let's everybody agree to pass it. Now, people are not suspecting, like, is there something you guys are actually not telling us? Because, in this life, you can't just trust somebody who told you today that you should forget about it, that was just, a conk and bull story that some people just fabricated and all of that. And all of a sudden, he said something about, I never had any connection with him. We were no friends. I kicked him out of my club some time ago, and he never gave me a dime. He was giving money to Democrats, and, all of those plenty stories that this person was saying. And all of a sudden, this same person is not telling you that, we are going to release it. Everybody have to release it. Everybody have to agree. Let us release the file. And now, I guess that's why everyone is now like suspicious of the whole thing and like, are you sure that there's some names that you have not ticked off the list? How come you guys are not agreeing right now to let the whole thing pass? Okay, now it's on your decks and everything. All of a sudden, this was the same person that one of his officials said that the list was on her table, and all of a sudden the list no longer was on her table. She was not ready to release it. Nobody was ready to release it. Now they are not ready to release it. and they all came together to agree and said, let's let it, let's release it. Okay, and people are like, are you sure something has not been tampered with? Was this exactly what, are you going to pass exactly the same list that this guy prepared and all of that? Well, let's take a look at the comment section, because, so many people have actually been talking about this whole Epstein file. MAGA is crazy about it. They want it released, okay? And even Democrats are like, no matter who is there, release it. We don't care. We just want justice to be served for everybody who was affected by this, these people. Okay, let them face the law. The law is the law. Let every one of them face the law. Well, let's take a look at the comment. This one said, they have definitely wiped his name out of it. If we see it, originals are never gonna be seen again. That's what this person said. Another person say Trump will sign, then Pam Bondi will say no, can't release the file because they are part of an open investigation. Remember that Trump told Bondi to investigate certain people in regards to the Epstein file. This was a setup. The files will not see the light of the day. Another person said, if Trump isn't on it and there's not a single Republican name, I don't believe anything. Anyway, this was a fake news. Trump is not on the list. If he has Democrats, we would have released it, okay, already. Okay, and someone said, bro, you're a fan of this point because you are constantly yapping and spamming in every post without attempting to debunk anything. Okay, this one said, I don't think we are getting the info we want or need. We are gonna get possibly pages of blacked out test, and he's going to say that that's what we were supposed to get because it's victim names. I think we are going to be lied to again. So this one said there are multiple versions of the file. We will get the truth. Might take a while, but we will get it there. Okay. Not only that, but the bill says it will release unclassified documents. Okay. DJT is the one that chooses what is or is not classified. We will never see the entire truth. Anyway, this one says since he ordered an investigation last week by Pam Bondi, I think most of the file is not going to be released because of the ongoing investigation. It was approved on the basis that did not interfere with investigations that are ongoing, and on the fact that Trump is president. Releasing all of the information could cause national security issue. Just watch him, okay, his way out of it being published. Okay, this one said it won't happen. He knows this is just a desperate attempt to get his base in line. The investigation he called for against Clinton stops it from being released. Okay, he's going to pocket veto. Watch and see. They have had since February to scrub the files, hence why they had FBI being all hands on deck. Okay, this one said they won't mercy said section 2A says they can only release classified documents and they wouldn't sign till it was there. Okay, this one said, will they release the files while there is an ongoing investigation? Okay, 9 months for 50 lawyers to scrub the files sounds about right. Pretty sure Pam already scrubbed the files. This won't fly with the American public. Things are only going to get even more heated. Well, a lot of people do not believe that they are actually going to release the file. A lot of them are actually saying that they have scrubbed some names out. So definitely this is not going to happen. Well, and of course, some people said because of the investigation that is ongoing, there's no way you can release a file that has an ongoing investigation on it. So definitely it's classified and they won't be able to release it. This one said there is something in the bill that lets the DOJ, redact things for national security reasons and open investigation. Judging by some Mike Johnson statements after the bill passed, there might be some mistakes in citing, status of some kind. So they may have let it pass because they plan to say, well, you said section 3.57b, paragraph 42 of the statute, but there's only 41 paragraphs in that section. So we don't need to do what you said, kind of stuff. Anyway, another person said they are also claiming that they will remove the names of innocent people, anything that falls under executive privilege, and a thing they deem is a danger to national security. they have given themselves back doors to protect anyone they want. Well, a lot of people are actually like shocked that all of a sudden the same people that said there was no list, there was no file, it was a Democrat talks, it was this, it was that, is now saying release the file, and we are joining together to ask for the release of the file. People are like, no, there's something fishy about all of these things, especially when you cannot trust somebody at first, and all of a sudden this person is saying, I'm going to do everything for you to trust me. You got to trust me, and they're shoving it on your throat and say you have to trust me with one reason or the other. Meanwhile, for a long time, they have shown you, no reason at all to really trust them. Well, guys, I would love to hear your own take as well in the comment. Do you think that they're going to release the file, and it's the original file that they're really going to release? Or do you think this is just one ploy to get the MAGA crowd together and just make them, pacify them and say, oh, we're actually having this, oh, we can't release this, oh, we're doing this and that? Well, just let me know what your own take are in the comment based on the videos you've watched. Do well to like and subscribe. Credit to all creators on this video. See you all on my next. Bye, guys.